Number 97 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 97.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Fernando Campos is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hartley on the move, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Come on now, here we go.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Clinton Berman. Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire number 97 will come in and pitch now.
For your Springfield Cardinals,
Julian Vasquez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Sent on the ground out to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
now batting.
Mariano Miranda will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, get him yourself right here, kid.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Jacob gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Les Matsumoto will dig in. Took a cold 3rd strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told.
Hey, no outs now, none.
Bob Cameron makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And the 6th inning opens with a fly out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Luis Diaz digs in now after lining out in his last try. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Hilton moving to his left, 2 down. Danny Harper gets the call to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th inning. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
This is line to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Hold.
Stepping in, Tom Chen. He drew a walk his first time up.
Chen.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Yeah, we got two.
And he
Two
lays
down.
off for ball one. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Jason Blue is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Steve Golden will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So they load the bases on 3 hits but can't bring anyone away. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching. Number 97 will be the new pitcher.
Pitching for your Springfield Cardinals.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Phil Standridge is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Center fielder.
Striding into the box, Tom Chen. He singled his last time up. On the ground to the left side. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Mariano Miranda will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4.
Number 97 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Springfield Cardinals, number 97.
Colby Gonzalez steps in to begin the inning. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, nobody.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Reed Worth will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. A shot down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike two. Bases are empty, one man out. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first, two gone. Now to the plate, Marcos Veras. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, made it look easy.
So nothing happening this time around. Terrence Gore is set to go at the plate to lead off the top half.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And a good throw gets him one gone. Jonathan Fairchild is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are two away.
The catcher, number 34.
Kevin Ramirez digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1-for-5 effort thus far. Low for ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got two strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Number 97 is there for it. And that's the third out. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on. Ernesto Cardenas steps in to begin the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
The 0-1 pitch. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two. Hit hard on the ground to second. Jacob is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Stepping in, Miguel Valentin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And he lays off for ball one. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
First baseman, number 19.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Jacob has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Yet another shot to end it right here as we...
Go out here, huh?
Colby Gonzalez is set to go at the plate to lead off the top half. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
All right, here we go now.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Bowden is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 3.
Reed Worth strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, one away.
And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run.
Now batting.
A solo shot down the line in right. His first home run of the season as they take the lead 4-3. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third.
That ball's foul.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up. drifting into foul territory on the right side. Alfonso is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Standing in now, Terrence Gore, as he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. Barrios has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So only one hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on.
Number 97 will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for your Springfield Cardinals, number 97.
Striding in to start the ninth, Ernesto Cardenas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick out.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. Springfield wins it. Number 97 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 97.
Striding in to start the ninth, Tom Chen, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are two right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
Clinton, well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yep, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but...
Number 97 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 97.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
Leading off for Arkansas.
Juan Ibar is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Welcome in to folks around the country. Sunday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium. Tonight we wrap up this Brian Mitchell gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, good thing for him that he's pitching at home. ERA has been great when he's toiling in his own ballpark.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Hanley Ramirez will dig in now. Currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Big, slow breaking ball, one that drops in for a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Gregorius is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. David Ortiz will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs. And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike. And there is the full list of home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And another foul ball. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Drilled down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Ortiz is on his way to second. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting fourth,
Mookie Betts steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Hit to short. Gregorius has it. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Pablo Sandoval stands in trying to cash in the first inning. Runners at the corners, 2 away. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Boston strands a couple. Red Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Stephen Wright starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he didn't finish what he started, but he did throw a strong 8 innings, got his ball club to win.
Jacoby Ellsbury is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Young. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. And he's been hitting the cover off the ball lately, batting over .350 in the last 10 games.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Number 99 will stride forth to take his first cuts now. And he's a long ball threat, of course. Currently 4th in the American League in that department. But the runner's back easily.
Keeping him close.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away. Here's the 0-1. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. For Gardner, that's stolen base number 12 on the year. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are two gone. And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Hard liner toward short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the third. Dustin Pedroia will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title. Well, that's back-to-back curveballs right there, and he couldn't really square either of them up, and he's retired easily on the flyout.
Number 40 will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And he falls behind 0-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is the right fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run.
Batting 8, center fielder.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, look at Didi. The throw. It's there. He got him.
Oh, what a play.
Batting 9.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Stepping in now, Brian Holiday. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. Onto the bottom. Didi Gregorius will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Here's a close-up of how he grips that knuckleball. You can see it's not really his knuckles that grip the ball, but rather his fingernails that really dig into the seams. And that's such a tough pitch to throw and even more difficult to master.
Starlin Castro will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Into the windup and the pitch. Greg Bird is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Batting 8th, first baseman
Brian McCann will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. And there he goes towards second. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. Xander Bogaerts is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, David Ortiz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Mookie Betts is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a look.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Red Sox. And there now is Chase Headley. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Oh, and Headley can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean, everything.
Squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Now batting,
Jacoby Ellsbury will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Betts. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 11.
Settling in now, Brett Gardner. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
Oh, and leaping ability, not a strength of Big Poppy. It's over his head.
Not quite sure what happens right here. This throw just absolutely takes off on him, and it goes right over his first baseman's head. He's going to get stuck with an E4 on that play.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Runner goes for third. And a bunt attempt now, but this is foul, and the inning is over. Pablo Sandoval is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman, number 48.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Hot shot down the line. Gloved by Headley. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
The batter,
number 40 stands in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Ellsbury going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second. He'll try for third. And he'll get in there at third as he just misses a home run but settles for the triple.
Now batting, center fielder.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Chris Young. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Mitchell. Gary Sanchez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
That's popped up out towards short right field. Pedroia is there to make the catch, and the home half of the 4th starts with a 1-pitch out.
The shortstop,
Didi Gregorius in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And Ortiz will just lumber over to the bag and take it himself for the out.
now batting.
Starlin Castro is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Castro, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
So striding in, Greg Bird, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Into the seats, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And the runner's breaking for third. Squares with 2 outs and gets it down. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is. Brian Holiday will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
Brian Holiday.
Curveball looked at here for strike one. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Got him.
This is just one of those sequences where he says, until you prove that you can hit this pitch, I'm just going to keep throwing it. That's just curveball after curveball, and he just has no answer for him.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Hit hard toward the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he had two on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a one-out double.
Designated hitter.
Hanley Ramirez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. And he takes ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. David Ortiz stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective. Right in on the hands.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And gone!
David Ortiz, a 2-run home run. Number 17 for him on the season as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0. Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Tyler Clippard is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Mookie Betts is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2. Brian McCann will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
The batter.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs, that's for sure.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and Headley's retired here, 2 away. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
And Ellsbury's running. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second.
Well, that's no surprise to anybody that he's running right here on the first pitch. And these guys defensively, well, they know it too. But that just shows you the kind of speed he has out there, because even with the pitch out, he's still able to steal that base.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Here comes Ellsbury on his way home. The run scores from second. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Number 99 will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 3-2 contest.
And after 3 straight 2-out hits, that's going to earn a visit from the pitching coach. Now, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Bogaerts has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Pablo Sandoval will get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And a swing and a miss by Sandoval as he couldn't connect that time, and there's one away.
And here you go from behind the plate. This is a good angle to show how that 4-seam fastball will rise at the end. And that's a pitch that's awfully difficult to get on top of.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hold strike two with the letters. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 1-2 pitch. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Chris Young. Out in front of it, strike one. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Lined hard toward right center. Number 99 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Red Sox leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2. Didi Gregorius will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
And a first pitch knuckleball inside for ball 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Here comes the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hitting machine for them.
The 0-1 on its way. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. To second for 1. On to Ortiz. Not in time, so they just get the 1.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
Brian McCann will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground up the middle. Pedroia has it. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. Brian Holiday will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Xander Bogaerts steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. Boston's out in front, 3-2. Chase Headley steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss as he tried to muscle up on it there. 0-1.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
To his right, Ortiz. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. Dylan Betances will come on now and try to keep this deficit from getting worse. David Ortiz will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. 1 away. 8th inning now from Yankee Stadium. Yankees and Red Sox with Boston out in front in this one as you get a look at the line score through the first 7 innings. Betances is ready. Here comes the first pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pablo Sandoval. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Lays off 1-0. When he finds his spot there, 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. And this will be taken in there by McCann, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 3-2. Number 99 steps into the box. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's throwing a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eating them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.
Koji Uehara is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Gary Sanchez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Tap fouled at home plate. Trying to hold the lead. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Didi Gregorius will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
He had a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Sacrifice attempt here. Sandoval takes it in, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
The batter, number 14.
So stepping in, Starlin Castro, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Pedroia on to Ortiz. Not in time, so they just get the one.
And with one away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting one on the play as that run comes home to score on the fielder's choice.
Greg Bird gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Swung right over the splitter there. 0-1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Dustin Pedroia digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Second baseman.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting, number 40.
Number 40 will get another shot here. He's homered and tripled thus far.
Well, he's halfway to the cycle, and the tough ones are already out of the way. Let's see if he can keep that train rolling.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there, because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way in.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Chris Young stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And a swing and a miss by Young, as he's prone to do, and he falls behind here. 0-2. And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still tied 3-3. Brian McCann strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Into the box now, Chase Headley. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Urahara's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Now in the box, Jacoby Ellsbury. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. Squares around and drops down a good one. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
The left fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I've got to expect them to be playing what's called no.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
It looked like he saved his best work here for the final swing. And these guys are certainly amped up as he wins it with a game-winning homer.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Brett Gardner. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vass.